the line. Here's the case. Winds it up. Scores! Oh, my.
Here's a chance for Bradley. Scores!
Ryan Spence weaving his way in. Here's Spence. Scores!
From the Owens Center in Peoria, Illinois, we are moments away from Bradley hockey. Today it's the third game in 3 days for the Bradley Braves as they host the Indiana Hoosiers. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Peoria. Alongside Brandon Luisi, it's Larry Larson in with you. And Brandon, it's the second game of this two-game series between the Hoosiers and Braves. Indiana took it last night 3-2.
Yeah, not a good performance there from the Braves. Some quick facts in the game. Indiana won their first game last night under new head coach Matt Henderson. So morale is high in the locker room. And no player for Indiana recorded more than 1 point. Each player getting in on the scoring.
Definitely a team effort for the Hoosiers last night.
And for Bradley, they were very disciplined last night. Only 2 penalties committed. Look to see more of that tonight from the Braves, and they did not lead at any point last night. So getting off to a good start is going to be critical for the Braves here tonight.
And you mentioned getting off to a good start, one of the keys. Let's take a look at a few more keys to this matchup, starting with Bradley, and it starts with drawing penalties.
Yeah, they need to draw some more penalties. Had 4 opportunities on the power play last night. They need to continue to do so and get some power play time in the offensive zone.
And then in terms of screening the goaltender, that's something that Bradley needs to do a little bit more of.
Only scoring 2 goals last night. If you get in front of the net, get bodies out there, take the goalie's vision away, good things are going to happen when you throw it to the net.
And how about the Hoosiers?
Well, they just need to continue to block shots. They did a great job defensively last night, bailing out their goalie. If they continue to block the front of the net and block those lanes, they'll be good to go. Secondly, for the Hoosiers, 6 in the passing lanes. A lot of cross-ice passes for Bradley last night, especially on the power play. If they keep their sticks, rather, in the passing lanes and prevent those passes, it'll make the job easier for their goalie as well.
Brandon, those are the keys to the game, but in terms of key players, Bradley is missing a big one this afternoon in Tommy Davis.
Yeah, Tommy Davis out with an illness this afternoon. He has 5 points in the first few games for Bradley, 2 goals and 3 assists. A big offensive piece for Bradley, not in tonight's lineup.
Yeah, the team leader in points by a lot, and then the next guy on the list, Wes Straker, also a scratch.
Yeah, he's got 3 goals early in the season, so yet again, 2 of the biggest pieces in this Bradley roster are not going to be in the lineup tonight.
It's going to be interesting to watch, and looking at the rest of the Braves lineup tonight, Brandon, who's got to step up?
Well, I think Corey Kohut, he's got 5 points as well, 2 goals and 3 assists, just like Tommy Davis. I think you're going to see a good offensive game from him. And maybe some of the veterans on the team, some of the seniors that are the leaders in the locker room can step up offensively and get that locker room going.
Those are the guys you always lean on, and especially considering that it's Bradley's 3rd game in as many days. That's a tough stretch for any team.
Yeah, the fatigue starts to set in on that 3rd game, even the 2nd game. You saw a little bit last night in the 3rd period, the fatigue start to set in. I wonder how that's going to affect the Bradley Braves here today in this 3rd game in a row.
We will find out soon. Bradley entering the matchup 1 and 3. Indiana just playing its first game last night, a 3-2 victory over your Bradley Braves. So they're 1-0 entering this contest. Just the 2nd game for head coach Matt Henderson in his first season down there in Bloomington, Indiana. And Brandon, one thing I think is going to have an effect on this game, whenever you talk Friday night hockey in Peoria, the Owens Center is always jumping, an electric atmosphere, a lot of students in attendance. That's a little toned down on Saturday.
Yeah, not as much energy, not as much life behind the Bradley Braves. Yesterday, the student section over in the corner was going absolutely berserk for anything and everything. But hopefully, the Bradley Braves can find their own energy in the locker room and feed off of that and feed off some confidence for going into today's game.
Definitely. I will say there is a vuvuzela in attendance tonight. I heard it earlier when Bradley was warming up, so maybe that'll play a factor. Looks like we're about 2-3 minutes from puck drop here. Originally scheduled game was 2:45, but running about, what would you say, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes behind, but hey, we're playing hockey, that's what matters.
Close to it, or just about 45 minutes. I know when I got to the arena today, we had the Junior Mustangs playing in an exciting, thrilling game, 1-goal game. So that took a little bit of the ice time. But hey, nonetheless, we're getting Bradley hockey. We're here on a Saturday, enjoying the game.
Always do, and of course the Owen Center home to the Junior Peoria Mustangs as well as the Big Peoria Mustangs, if you will. Lots of hockey teams calling Peoria's Ice Arena home. We're going to take a pause, get the starting lineup introductions and the national anthem.
Contest between the visiting Indiana Hoosiers and your Bradley Braves. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Indiana Hoosiers, in goal, number 31, Sammy Billis. At defense, number 20, Nathan Suzarski. At defense, number 22, Griffin Timmons.
Well, the starting lineups have been introduced, the national anthem has been played, and now we're at last moments away from Bradley Braves hockey, playing their third game in 3 days. Indiana getting set for game number 2 of the 2021-2022 season. Larry Larson, Brandon Luisi in with you. And Brandon, now looking at the grand picture of things here, the first period has been a bit of a struggle for Bradley. They've allowed 7 goals in the first period in their 4 contests so far this year.
Yeah, getting off to a good start is very vital here for the Braves. They need to get the first goal of the game and keep that momentum rolling.
Indiana wins the opening draw. Braves pick it off. Little rough and tumble play getting underway. Luisi picked off at center ice. Indiana gains possession back. Look to set up something here. Nathan Suzarski skates alongside the boards. And no whistle there. Puck stays in play. Luisi with it down in the corner. Again picked off by Di Lorenzo. Lorenzo wrapping around the net. Indiana getting something going. They're at the doorstep. Puck loose, and it's poked out by the Bradley defense. Sam Bryant down there in the corner. Bryant giving chase. A little tie up down there in the corner. Indiana comes out with it. Timmons got a shot on net. They're on the doorstep, and it squirts away. Another chance. Backhand, too high. Indiana with much of the puck possession here early on. Bradley cycling through some changes, as will the Hoosiers, and we get our first whistle.
Looks like, Larry, that Indiana is getting all these shots on goal, all the offensive zone time in the world, and it almost seems the momentum has already shifted just a minute through the game toward Indiana.
Of course, that puck possession is so key. We'll get a neutral zone puck drop here. Braves win the draw. We'll see if they can get something going. A little bit of a miscue there. Loose puck, Indiana comes out with it. And a nice play there by Trevor Cooney. Cooney into the left circle, dumps it back. Pierce at the front door, can't get a shot off. Good defense by Indiana. Big hit leveled on the pads, and a goal for the Hoosiers. That's Andrew Chambers, the freshman, Illinois native, doing some damage in his home state.
And there's the quick goal from Indiana. Yet again, first period trouble for the Braves. We saw momentum shifting in those first couple shifts, resulting in an Indiana early goal a minute and a half through.
Good start to the season for Andrew Chambers, 5'8", 153-pound freshman. Records his first point of the campaign, and Indiana is off to a hot start. Bradley trying to get something going. Hoosiers pick it off in the neutral zone. Cade Kenyon sends it around. Hayden Goodfellow meets it, sends it down into the corner. Bradley picks it off. Goodfellow back with it now. Alongside the boards, little tussle for it back on the Indiana side of the ice. Will be cycled around the boards. Cole Walter, starting goaltender for Bradley, out to get it. Tuttle into the game now, sends it up the boards. Bishop gets a shot on net, and it's covered up by the starting goalie for Indiana, Sammy Billis.
Yeah, Sammy Billis played really well last night in the game against the Braves, only allowing 2 goals, having a .934 save percentage, and the glove was flashing for him last night.
Billis coming through with some key saves at the tail end of that game. Anytime it's a 1-goal game, things are always intense, especially for the fellas in net. Cesarski behind the net. Hoosiers trying to poke it away. Bradley trying to contain the puck on the Indiana side. They've had trouble doing so early on here in the first. And alongside the boards, cycled around. Krumsiak comes out with it, sends it up into the neutral zone. Now Indiana having a little trouble getting it onto the Bradley side. Patrick Brandenburg looking for McDaniel. That puck is dumped off. The Braves have it before Indiana comes back with it once more. Brandenburg sends it up. O'Flaherty trying to put some pressure on Walter. Alongside the boards. Good chance here for O'Flaherty. Sends it over the middle, and he could not find the pass. Bradley on the attack here. Here's Flood. Sends it over the middle, and his teammate was not there looking for the pass. Looked like a good opportunity coming up for the Braves. Now an opportunity for the Hoosiers. See if they can make it a 2-goal lead. Kyle Brennan pokes it back into the Indiana side. Crandall retrieves it for the Braves. Finds Kohut. Kohut now to Pierce. As Bradley will charge ahead. Sent around the boards, looking for Etchison. He's not able to come up with it. Etchison just gives it a whack to the backboards. Goodfellow meets it. Passes backwards to number 17. We're working on our roster here. A few number changes for the Hoosiers today. Always the broadcaster's worst nightmare. We'll get our hand on that for this next face-off. Few changes for both sides.
It seems like Bradley has calmed things down after that first goal. Now they just need to create some offensive zone time.
Shot deflected before it gets to the goalie, Billis. Hear the sounds of the game on our ice mic. Indiana on the attack now. Big hit up against the boards. Student section loves that. Here comes Tuttle and the Braves. A drive covered up by Billis.
It's good to see Bradley get some shots on net early after the first goal, after allowing the first goal rather. And now looks like maybe they're getting some offensive opportunities. Maybe now you need to just cycle the puck, get some bodies in front of the net, and result in a goal.
Seth Bishop getting ready for the draw for the Braves, along with Tommy McDonald for the Hoosiers. Shot on net, pad save by Billis. Picked off in the neutral zone by Luisi. Bradley trying to get something going. This one will float all the way down near the goaltender. Picked up by Indiana's Brandenburg. Sent up into the Bradley zone. Luisi able to find it. He's looking for Andrew Spence. The Spence brothers getting some action together on the same line. First line for Bradley. Hoosiers setting something up here. Shot deflected away by Walter. Good defense by the Braves to get that out of the doorstep. Could have been another dangerous spot. Now Bradley cycles it out of the offensive zone. Flood sends it around as the Braves will bring out a new line. Patrick Brandenburg with it for Indiana. And it's poked along the boards, and now Indiana with a change. Kohut with it, jetting out ahead, plays it off the boards. As the Hoosiers pick it up, Nathan Cesarski here. Sends it out ahead. Good play by Bradley's defense in the neutral zone here. Brandon, they just really have not been able to turn that into much offense, though.
No, it's just appearing a little bit of a sloppy play starting to come from both teams. You know, pucks getting to the neutral zone, takeaways, and just hacking at the puck, really. Not really setting anything up, tape-to-tape passes, not entering the zone or chipping and chasing, just kind of hacking and whacking at it.
Sometimes that's what you're going to get, especially for Bradley playing in their third game in 3 days. Zach Pierce loses the puck. Bradley gets it back. Still in the neutral zone, now into the Indiana zone. Trevor Cooney gives chase. Hoosiers with it now into the corner. A lot of action down there. Who's going to come out with it? The Braves will. Kohut sends it alongside the boards again. Alex Shabazz out across center ice, picked off by Tuttle. Tuttle and the Braves trying to make something happen. They can't. Again, the Hoosier defense stepping up big. That was their main key to the game last night as they beat Bradley 3-2 in their season opener. Open ice hit there as Bradley recovers the puck. It's picked off by Jack Kissel. Again, floating in that neutral zone. And the Hoosiers dump it off. Bryant with it around the net, into the corner. Looking for options, he's got none, and a whistle blows.
Looks like Bradley's going to get their first opportunity on the power play here. One of the keys to the game for Bradley was to draw penalties, and they're doing it early, just under halfway through that first period.
Imagine it was that big hit out in the middle of the ice. Bit of a delayed penalty call there. Now Bradley with a big opportunity. They've been pretty darn good on the power play, Brandon, throughout 4 games.
Yeah, the Bradley Braves are running at a 26% power play, which, I mean, for power play standards, that's pretty good.
Big swing goes up into the rafters, somehow comes down untouched, so we play on. Cooney with it behind the net. Now finds Ryan Spence. Back up top, a drive deflected, out front net. Tipped into the corner. Etchison with it now, trying to drive on net. It's poked away. Bryant back out top. Luke Case, and the Braves will reset. Bryant, top of the right circle. And the shot this time is deflected into the rafters and out of play. Looked like Trevor Cooney trying to put that one on net.
And that that penalty that was just called on the Hoosiers, Jack O'Flaherty to the box, 2 minutes for roughing.
Bradley trying to capitalize here early, trailing the Hoosiers 1-0. 12 minutes to go in period number 1. Corey Kohut with it at the blue line. Dumps it down off to the right to Bishop. Shot deflected. Andrew Spence down there waiting for it. He's behind the net. Here's Zach Pierce. Pierce back up top. Shack loses the puck. Indiana doing a great job on the penalty kill as DiLorenzo jets ahead with it, and the Braves get it back. About 50 seconds left on the power play. Pierce charges ahead, loses the puck at the circle. A fight for it. Braves get it back. Kohut thought about a shot. Bishop couldn't tip it in. Shack to Kohut again, slings it into the breadbasket of Billis. A little pushing and shoving going on around the goaltender there. Pierce looks to be all right for the Braves. Is a little shaken up initially.
And Bradley is finally getting something going at the tail end of this power play. We're seeing some pucks being cycled, some shots going toward the net, even some men in front of the net. A great play by Corey Kohut when he tried to find Seth Bishop with that the deflect out in front.
36 seconds remain on the power play. Etchison, shot high. Braves, can they get one more opportunity on the power play? They may not. Puck still floating around in that neutral zone. And the Hoosiers are in a good spot to kill this one off. Andrew Chambers sends it around, and the Braves get it back. 10 seconds left on the power play. They try to organize something. A drive deflected off the stick of Billis. Bryant, as the penalty kill is over, Braves still with an opportunity here. Sorrentino gets it down as that shot is deflected away. Sorrentino again, shot sails wide to the left. Etchison sends it around the boards, finds Cooney, and the Hoosiers will have their first possession out of the power play. Big hit, a lot of physical play alongside the boards. O'Flaherty sends it backwards, finds Goodfellow. And it's poked away as Indiana brings on some line changes. Opportunity for Tuttle, takes a shot from the top of the circle. Wide left again. Looked like Indiana wasn't exactly organized on their line change there. And now they're knocking at the front door. Puck deflected away. McDonald was right there. Jack Kissel now into the corner. Cade Kenyon battling for it, among others. Kenyon finds the front of the net, slides across just underneath the eyes of Cole Walter. Could have been dangerous, another dangerous opportunity for the Hoosiers there. It again slides by Walter. Braves cycle it out. Behind the net, behind Walter. Slung up the boards. Battle for it there on the far side. Braves defense needs to step up here at the doorstep. Puck deflected out of play. Indiana continues to put pressure on Cole Walter and the Braves defense.
We saw Bradley have some opportunities in the offensive zone, some really nice shots on net, but yet again, it seems like the tide has turned right back to Indiana.
That momentum ever so key. And of course, Indiana with that early goal. Leading the Braves 1-0, shot off the draw, sails wide right by Simoneau. Braves trying to chase it down. Kohut to it first, slings it up the ice, finds a few Indiana sticks. before it's picked off at center ice. Simoneau around the net, slings it backwards, finds O'Flaherty. DiLorenzo battles for it before it's into the Bradley attack zone. Flood tries to chase it down. Now he's got it. Braves try to set something up, deflect it out front. Cooney couldn't get a good stick on it. Good sliding play by Kohut to try and keep the puck in the neutral zone. It squirts down by Walter. Around the net. O'Flaherty. Now Simoneau. Back down to Goodfellow. Simoneau again in the corner. It's poked away from him and up into the netting.
Yeah, that'd be an NHL penalty. However, we are not in the NHL. There's protective netting. Therefore, we're just going to get a defensive zone draw here for the Braves.
Under 8 minutes to go. Opening period. Indiana leads the Bradley Braves. Off the draw, the Hoosiers win it. Down into the corner. Battle for it there. Shot sails wide. Big opportunity there as Cesarski took a swing, and Cesarski chases it down. Dances around net. Hoosiers have really been dominating time of puck possession here. Out across the neutral zone. Chambers now down around the corner. Behind the net, and Lucchese will get to it for the Braves. Lucchese, excuse me, that would be. Shack pokes it into the neutral zone. Indiana with it again. Chambers pokes it ahead. Chambers dumps it down behind the net. Will Jerami, first time we've called that name today. Bradley with it alongside the boards. Hoosiers get it back. Krumzik did not play last night, getting a lot of early action here. That shot from the neutral zone sails wide left of Walter. Braves get it back. Total watches it sail down for an icing.
The Indiana Hoosiers penalty kill, now 4 for 5, 80% right there. And we were talking about Nathan Cesarski. He's got a big frame on him. That was a really nice opportunity out in front. 6'5", 198. He's got one heck of a shot.
An intimidating player if you run into him on the ice.
Similar to Nathan Barney of D3 from Butler. He was 6'9".
Wow. Might be playing the wrong winter sport. That shot sails wide left of the goal. Shack trying to get it out of the Bradley zone. He does not. Goodfellow pokes it down. Bradley's been playing a lot of defense. Lucchese tried to get it out. And he's with it again. Slings it ahead to Tuttle, and he loses the puck. Out across the neutral zone. Indiana tries to set something up. Braves with it now. Shack ahead to Flood. Flood tosses it down behind the net. Spence couldn't get a stick on it. Weaving in and out of traffic is Offenbach for Indiana before the Braves pick it off. Here comes Spence and company. Spence laid out at center ice. Griffin Timmons with it. Timmons ahead to Kenyon. Kenyon, top of the right circle. Dances in and out of traffic. Couldn't get a shot off. That was some pretty stick handling, but could not turn it into anything. Under 5 minutes to play in the opening period. Flood out across center ice, and he'll dump it down ice as the Braves will get a shift. Indiana slings it ahead. Kenyon in the neutral zone. Shot sails wide. Tommy McDonald tried the drive there. Bradley pokes it out, sails into their own bench. So the threat is over, at least for now.
Now, if you're Bradley, you got to be thinking about going into the second period. What is your game plan to limit the offensive opportunities? Because like we've said all period, we've seen so much offensive zone time for Indiana. Not a lot for Bradley, only during that power play and slightly after.
That shots on goal column on the scoreboard is not turned on today, but if it was, I assume that Indiana would be leading by a wide margin. A lot of shots, perhaps not a ton on goal, as they try to construct more offensive opportunities here. Simoneau in the corner, battling with a few Braves for it. Poked out to Brandon Berg, shot on goal, covered up by Walter.
I think Walters responded very well after allowing a first early goal. You know, the nerves can kind of come up and you can question yourself after allowing an early goal. However, I think he's been really strong after allowing that goal.
It's all about response in any sport. You never know when that next opportunity is going to come. Just got to hope if you're Walter that the offense can back them up a little bit. The Braves can battle to a draw. Cesarski with it in the neutral zone in front of his own bench. In a battle, a lot of pushing and shoving for that puck there. Zach Pierce trying to edge it away. All kinds of tied up in front of the Hoosier bench. Who comes out with it? Indiana does. DiLorenzo into the Braves zone. None of his teammates with him. He slings it backwards as there's a little extracurricular activity in front of the Hoosiers bench involving Pierce. DiLorenzo with a chance here, knocked away. Physical play by the Braves, puck at the doorstep. Walter doing a good job, sends it away. Chambers with it, down in the corner, trying to make something happen, and he can't. Here come the Braves on the attack. Seth Bishop jets ahead. He'll take a drive, sails wide. Bryant gets to it first off the rebound. Another shot on goal. Pad saved by Billis. Now at the doorstep, Tuttle tried to poke it in there before Indiana got the possession back. Slipping and sliding. The Braves try to recover it in the defensive zone. Poked away. Chambers couldn't keep possession. Indiana retains possession though. Sent out in front. Bryant fights for the puck for Bradley. Here's Spence. Spence chases the puck into the corner, behind net, looking for some options. Sends it backwards to Flood. Flood surveying. Here's Bryant. The shot deflected around, loose puck, and it's sent away. Perhaps the biggest opportunity of the game for the Braves there. Shot deflected. Indiana doing a good job of getting the sticks in those lanes. Tie up in the corner as Spence is at the doorstep. Whistles blow, all sorts of pushing and shoving. The gloves are off. Got to be careful here if you're Ryan Spence and the Braves.
Don't want your emotions getting the best of you there, and I happened to watch closely that altercation between Pierce and the Indiana bench. What had happened was the Indiana bench actually took the stick of Zach Pierce, which, I mean, in NHL is a penalty. I'm not an expert on collegiate rules, ACHA rules, but I saw the one Indiana player throw it right back on the ice to kind of, after the refs were by the benches over there.
Hey, well, as long as the officials don't see it, it's fair game, I suppose. That's all part of the fun. Case slips with it at center. Cooney trying to battle for it in the neutral zone. Alex Shabazz able to send it down. Kohut slips. That would be Case again, losing his balance a little bit. So we're under 1:30 to play in the opening period of action. Puck poked out of the Braves zone into the Indiana zone. Lots of physical play. Shot deflected away. Pierce got that shot on goal. Braves with a few more opportunities as the first period has winded down. Krumzik jets ahead, gives it back to the Braves. Kohut pokes it ahead. Tuttle tries to chase it down, can't get to it first. Kohut finds it off the boards, loses it off his stick. Sorrentino out in front, loose puck. Braves can't get to it. Kohut looking for a teammate alongside the boards, finds Cooney. For Indiana, gets it right back. Offenbach pokes it ahead. Indiana trying to make something happen here with Cade Kenyon, and they can't. Well, kicker. Now to the Braves and Tuttle. Sorrentino pokes it ahead. About 11 seconds left in the period. Puck floating in the neutral zone. Tuttle slings it out wide, and that will do it for period number 1. Indiana leads with 1 goal. They scored it early, and they kept the momentum for much of the period, Brandon.
Yeah, so much more offensive opportunities for Indiana, but Cole Walter has kept the Braves in it. And if I'm looking ahead into the second period, the Braves just need to limit their turnovers. That's what's causing Indiana to have much of the offensive zone time.
And a lot of those turnovers, not even in the offensive zone, floating around the neutral zone area. So the play for Braves falling apart before they can get those shots on goal. We're going to hear from our alongside the ice reporter, Allison Novak. She's down between the glass, and we'll toss it down to her right now.
Hi, down here at ice level, it is getting intense. There's a lot of matchups between the two teams. If the Bradley Braves are going to want to keep up with the intensity of this game, they're going to have to keep staying within the game because they're only running 3 lines. They're going to need to have that advantage, and they're going to have to strike early in the period so that they're not down late in the game. But other than that, I think it's a very even match team, and this is going to be a very physical second and third period.
Well, thanks
Back
for
to you
that.
guys.
Thanks for that report, Allison. Allison down between the glass, and Brandon, anytime you talk about physical play, well, those like Allison, they've got that up close and personal view of all that chippiness.
Yeah, the inside the glass, so to speak. It's one of the most fun jobs to have. Hearing the chirps, hearing the physicality, I mean, even down there when the hits happen right by the benches, you hear the the crunch of the boards. So definitely physicality, intensity in this game are high.
Yeah, I think those ice mics set up by Matt Harrington are definitely getting their money's worth today. And now as the ice resurfacer drives by one of our ice mics, you get to hear that as well. We'll come back here in a few minutes, break down what the Braves need to do better to try and knot this game up and what the Hoosiers can do to try and sweep the series. You're watching the Bradley Hockey Network. It's 1-0 at our first intermission. welcome back to the Owens Center in Peoria, Illinois. Indiana holds a 1-0 lead over the Bradley Braves. Third game in 3 days for the Braves, just the second game of the season for the Hoosiers. And Brandon, what were your big takeaways from the first period of action?
Indiana spent a ton of time in the offensive zone, and Bradley really needs to limit the turnovers in the neutral zone, giving Indiana these opportunities. My other takeaway, Bradley, one of our first keys to the game for them, draw penalties. They need to draw some more penalties and get on that power play so they can generate some more offensive opportunities and turn the momentum in their favor.
The Braves did have one opportunity on the power play, and Indiana successfully killed it off. The difference right now, an early goal from the freshman Andrew Chambers for the Hoosiers. After that, Bradley bounced back, but again, comes down to getting a few more of those offensive opportunities.
Yeah, Indiana's special teams has been very good as of late. 1 for 2 on the power play on the year, and now 4 for 5 on the penalty kill. So if they can continue that, they'll be well on their way to a victory today.
I'd say that's not too shabby. Draw at center, and we are underway in period number 2. Cooney trying to battle for it. It's slung on net. Cole Walter deflects it. Josh Crandall trying to poke it away, and he just slings it around the boards, where it's met by a Hoosier. Cesarski pokes it out in between the lines. Cooney deflects it away. Sammy Billis in net, did a nice job in the first period for the Hoosiers. Right on the doorstep, poked around, puck loose, not anymore. Whistles blow as the play gets physical right in front of the net. A good start for Bradley as they'll have an offensive zone face-off here.
The physicality and intensity has not dropped at all starting in the second period. And almost a broadcaster's curse there, Larry, saying that Billis was doing well in that first period.
I, for one, don't believe in the broadcaster's jinx, but I think Sam might believe otherwise now. Indiana wins the draw, and they jet out ahead into the neutral zone. Brennan has it poked away. Pierce with it for Bradley. Opportunity for Cooney. Slid. Then the net comes untethered. Opportunity there for Etchison, but he got upended. And now Bradley is really applying the pressure to start the second period.
And this momentum can continue for Bradley on this power play. 2 minutes for tripping going on the Hoosiers number 14. That's Kyle Brennan. And we'll looking to see what Bradley can do here on their second power play of the game.
Indiana killed off the first one last period. We'll see if the Braves can change the tune. Lucchese dumps it along the boards to Pierce, and it's poked out of the offensive zone. Good start for Indiana. Cole Walter slings it around the boards, finds Kohut. Kohut jets ahead. Almost passed it to himself there in a battle for the puck with Cesarski. Pinned up against the boards. The Braves poke it loose. Seth Bishop looking for options. Here's a drive and a goal for the Braves. Corey Kohut snipes one in, and we're knotted at one.
A nice shot there from Corey Kohut. They did have a man out in front of the net and took a shot from the face-off circle.
6 from 11.
And that is Corey Kohut's third goal of the year, assisted from Seth Bishop, getting his first assist of the year.
That's a beauty of a goal, and it goes back to screening the goaltender like we were talking about in pregame.
Now for Bradley, it'll be interesting to see if they can carry this momentum into the second period that now they've tied the game, maybe take the lead.
Indiana wins the draw, looking to get that momentum back. Bradley playing much better in the second period, excuse me. That puck is covered up by Walter. A little pushing and shoving behind the net there.
No love lost here between these two teams.
And that's generally what you tend to see in the second game of the series.
Yeah, emotions boil over, tensions high, and then you just get to see some physicality.
A lot of carryover from the previous day.
Bradley is going to go back onto the power play here. A 2-minute penalty on Tommy McDonald.
McDonald, the freshman, going to the box. I think for after whistle activity there. Not exactly sure for what. We're trying to figure out exactly what happened there, but there was some pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Yeah, it could have been that extra shove or cross check maybe given by Tommy McDonald.
So Cooney will be on the draw for the Braves, and they win it. Etchison, his shot deflected. Cooney puts one on net, slides across. Indiana clears it. Bradley 1 for 2 on the power play. Case back to retrieve it. Passes ahead to Cooney. Cooney out in front of the blue line. Spence tries to chase it down. Cooney battles for it in the corner. Spence sends it alongside the boards. Back to Cooney. A battle ensues. 2 Braves on 1 Hoosier. It's Spence and Cooney. It's tied up there alongside the boards. And it squirts out. Slung out in front. Here's Bryant with it. Bryant through Case. It's wrapped around, down to Cooney. Cooney pokes it to Spence. Back up top to the point to Bryant. Shot blocked. Good defense by Indiana. Bradley staying patient. And it's poked away. Jarami can't chase it down. And Cooney will come off. Braves with the line change with 40 seconds left on the power play. 17 minutes to go in period number 2. Now just 30 seconds remain on the power play here for Bradley. Bryant across center ice, lost the handle on it. Lucchese gets it back, not anymore. Seth Bishop. Poke down into the corner. Zach Pierce. Spence searching for options. Slings it out front. A drive deflected. Puck still loose. Poked wide right. Braves with one more chance, and the penalty's killed off for Indiana. Shot misses wide left. Bradley still in control of the puck, but not anymore. Krumzik all by himself. Dances. What a stop by Walter. Walter needs to recover fast, and he does. Walter keeping his composure there, keeping this game knotted at 1. Pierce dancing in and out of traffic. Indiana gets it back. Shot off Walter again. Down into the corner, big hit levied. No whistle. Brandberg with it in the Indiana zone. O'Flaherty passes ahead. Shot sails wide left, popped up, and it bounces off an air conditioning unit, it looks like, above the net.
Some very timely saves from Cole Walter. The last thing you want if you're Bradley is to allow Indiana to retake the lead after tying it up to start the second period. And it looks like the faceoff will be just to the right of Cole Walter.
That'll be Ryan Spence on the draw for the Braves. And Andrew Spence gets hit along the boards as the puck gets sent down the other way. Goodfellow down to retrieve it. And DiLorenzo jets ahead into the offensive zone, has it poked away. Bradley's defense has been stout here to start this second period. Flood down into the corner, sends it out back to center ice, picked up by Goodfellow. Indiana with a line change. Bradley trying to cycle the puck out. They can't do so. O'Flaherty sends it backwards, finds McDaniel. Down closer to the doorstep. McDaniel tries to lay out and keep it in the offensive zone, and he cannot. Cesarski down to retrieve it. Tuttle with it in the neutral zone. Now back to Cesarski. Opportunity for the Hoosiers here. Here's McDonald. Tries to send one across, couldn't find a teammate. Puck loose out in front of the net. Still loose. Pad save by Walter. It's cycled out. Cesarski out to the top of the circle to Kissel. Sent away. Another drive covered up by Cole Walter. He's having one heck of a period, and now we've got some more pushing and shoving. Josh Crandall down there involved.
I think the physicality is a good thing for Bradley. You want to draw those penalties yet again, like we saw earlier in the period, resulting in a Bradley power play. Unable to convert, however, still good opportunities for the Braves.
No whistles there. Defensive zone face-off forthcoming for Bradley. McDonald wins the draw for the Hoosiers, but Bradley comes out with it. Etchison ahead, trying to chase down Cesarski, who sends it off the boards. Bounces off the boards, onto the stick of Andrew Schmidt. Pokes it ahead, it squirts past the blue line, into the Indiana zone. Kicker, quick speed into the offensive attack zone. Some spacing issues for Indiana, they recover. Kenyon back up to the point to Goodfellow, and he lost the puck. Braves have a 2-on-1 here. Pierce has it poked away. And a big hit. And now we will get a whistle. Braves are gonna have to go on the penalty kill. Huge hit. Really looks like kicker is injured. He was hit hard.
Yeah, that hit delivered by Zach Pierce after the play, resulting in a 2-on-1. Zach Pierce tried to move the puck. It was poke checked away by kicker. Luckily, he's getting off on his own power.
So Pierce will head to the box as a result. The officials are gathering. Gotta wonder what this discussion is about. The officials probably want to try and get control on this game, Brandon, because it's starting to get quite chippy.
Yeah, we were talking earlier in the period about tensions being high, emotions boiling over, and it looks like the refs have come to a verdict here. Talking to Corey Kohut and
Nathan
looks
Cesarski.
Like, yeah, Cesarski.
Officials probably telling those fellas, hey, tell your boys to just play some hockey.
It's an extended conversation with Kohut. He doesn't look pleased about it.
97 White, 5-minute major, head contact.
Well,
so,
no game misconduct, no DQ. He comes back after 5.
So a 5-minute major there. You heard it right from the source.
And for those who are unfamiliar with hockey or haven't watched a ton of it, 5-minute major means even if Indiana scores the goal, the power play still rolls on no matter how many goals are scored. I believe we saw that in the NHL in the Vegas-San Jose series. No, Matt remembers that from being the San Jose Sharks.
Of course, Matt Harrington, director of Bradley Hockey Broadcasting, at the controls today on the camera. A drive off the faceoff. Simoneau cycles up top to Cesarski. Down shot, in, and a goal. That was Will Jarami from the top of the left circle, and Indiana pulls back ahead. That was not Will Jarami, excuse me, that was Andrew Chambers, his second goal of the game.
And not a good start to this
9 for
5-minute
29
penalty
and
kill.
20.
With 15 seconds in, Indiana already scores. They still got 4:45 to go in this major penalty to Zach Pierce. If you're Bradley, I think you really got to take possession in the defensive zone, clear it out, and make sure your shifts aren't long on the penalty kill. Rotate those players out.
Indiana wins the draw. Offenbach is tied up, gets a glove ripped off. Bit of a yard sale at the left circle. Another stoppage as play continues to be chippy. It's a gong show at the Owens Center.
And that whistles for offsides on Indiana. They got a little bit too rowdy there and entered the zone a little bit early.
Seth Bishop off the board, gets a shot on goal, saved by Billis. Bishop gets possession back, can't find a teammate. Bradley will retreat. Brennan cycles ahead. Here comes Offenbach. Keeps it at the right circle. Offenbach surveying the floor for some options, the ice that would be. Offenbach again. Out to the left side, shot off the side of the net. No save there from Walter, didn't get to him. Tie up behind the net. Kenyon trying to battle for it. Just one Brave in there. He gets knocked to the ground. Kohut trying real hard. Indiana retains possession. Brandenburg with a drive. Puck still loose out in front. And Walter is able to seal it up in the breadbasket. A nice save by him. Takes a lot of focus to snag that one out of midair.
And another play from Corey Kohut. He had that pinned up against the boards for a good 10 to 15 seconds, killing that power play time for Indiana. It took 3 Hoosiers to get the puck away from him.
Very impressive play. Bradley trying to bounce back and kill this major penalty. Down 2-1. 11:45 to go in period number 2. Drew Michelli down there trying to screen Walter. Brandenburg with it. Now back up top to the point to Cesarski. Back to Brandenburg at the top of the left circle. He was looking for Timmons. Timmons with it now. Back to Cesarski. Puck deflected. Timmons at the top of the circle. Cesarski with a drive. Deflected. Good stop by Walter. Rebound no good. Tied up alongside the boards. Indiana comes out with it. Chambers now over to the left side. Back to the right side. Down into the corner. Timmons dancing his way around. Pass deflected up into the air. Jarami now up top. Cesarski. Pad save by Cole Walter. Another pass deflected over to the other side. Timmons. Cesarski out in front. Cole Walter continuing to bear down, not allowing another power play goal. 2:15 left on that major. Hoosiers very patient. Timmons bounces around up in the rafters, and now the whistles blow as the officials point out that it bounces nearly at the height of those banners, and now we'll get some line changes.
Very impressive from Bradley, this penalty kill after allowing a goal early. You know, we had a key in the game, or key to the game rather, for Indiana being get those sticks in the passing lanes. Bradley's doing a great job not allowing any cross-ice passes, making it a little bit easier for Cole Walter to bail him out.
Bradley with the puck off the draw. Seth Bishop skating around trying to kill some more time. Bishop slings it off the boards. Temporarily into the neutral zone, and the Hoosiers will reset. Goodfellow with it off to the left. Goes tape to tape with Brandenburg. Freshman from Culver, Indiana, sits behind net as the Hoosiers orchestrate the attack. Offenbach jets ahead. Now here's Kissel. Around the net, back to Offenbach. Puck loose, Braves poke it out. Brandenburg with it. Looks like a drive from the point. Deflected before it gets to Walter. Josh Crandall pokes it away. And now the Braves are going to get possession back. About a minute left on the power play for the Hoosiers. Line change for the Braves, getting some fresh legs on the ice. Kenyon, shot from the top of the right circle. Puck loose out in front. Walter gets back to his feet as it's poked away. Bradley gets it out of the offensive attack zone again. Impressive play for Bradley on the second half of this power play for Indiana after they capitalized to take the 2-1 lead. Puck into the corner, now back out to the top right. Timmons with it. Now over to Drami. Drami assisted on that power play goal a few moments ago. Cesarski takes this try, slides left. Shelley has it swatted away, and that will do it for the Indiana power play. They get 1 goal, but that's it. Bradley with very impressive defense. Case down there with Crandall. Crandall pokes it up the boards to Sorrentino. Sam Pierce shuffles it out of the zone. Kyle Brennan back to retrieve it. Under 8 minutes to play in period number 2. Cooney gets it out to Pierce. Pierce trying to make something happen, and he can't. Etchison now at the doorstep looking for an opportunity, and it's poked away. Cooney sends it around. Pierce has it poked away. Crandall keeps it in the zone, sends it around the boards to Pierce before it's retrieved by the Hoosiers and Drew Michelli. Shot across, nearly in front of the eyeballs of Cole Walter. Brandenburg pokes it down. Crandall chases it down for the Braves. Sends it up the boards, back into the neutral zone. Brandenburg pokes it away. Crandall back to get it again, getting chased down. Pass off the boards to Pierce. Pierce just dumps it. Cooney to get it in the neutral zone. And the Braves will go through a change. Pierce pokes it away, and the whistle blows. Trying to figure out what's going on. It'll be roughing on Etchison. And Brandon, I don't know if you saw what happened there, but I sure didn't.
I'm with you there. I was watching the puck, I guess like we're trained to do. And all of a sudden, Zach Pierce looked like he had an opportunity to enter the zone, and a really good offensive opportunity there for Bradley. But it was negated by the apparent penalty call, 2 minutes roughing on Etchison.
4th power play of the game, if I'm not mistaken, coming up for Indiana. And perhaps the refs are just going to blow those whistles a little bit more after they had that discussion with 2 captains for both sides, trying to get a control on this game.
I think for the refs, it's a little bit crucial to get a grip on the game, but along with the saying, let the boys play as well.
You're going to get a lot of that physical play. 2nd game of the series. Indiana took the first one last night by a score of 3-2. They're in the catbird seat here. And now on the power play yet again. Brandenburg plays it off the boards to Offenbach. Down to the circle to Kissel. Now back to Offenbach. Back to the point to Brandenburg. Surveys his options. Finds the left wing to Brannon. Now Brandenburg, and he scores. Off a deflection, Indiana makes it 3-1.
If you're Bradley, you just gotta look at going into the 3rd period, or even trying to cut this deficit in half at the end of the 2nd here. Indiana's starting to run away with the momentum a little bit. And if you're Bradley, just try to calm it down a little bit. Make those tape-to-tape passes and get some offensive rushes
25
going.
from 14.
Brandenburg on the drive and the score. First goal for an Indiana Hoosier not named Andrew Chambers today.
And Kyle Brennan getting his 2nd assist on the year.
How about these freshmen today for Indiana? They've got all 3 goals. That youth is very talented for head coach Matt Henderson. Bradley with a little bit of coming back to do now. Indiana firmly has the momentum. DiLorenzo cycles it back to Will Kicker. Now it's cycled ahead as Hamill tries to chase it down for the Braves. Some number confusion. We'll get that all straightened out here in a moment. But for now, Indiana still controlling the puck. Simoneau, backhanded pass taken away by Bradley. David Tuttle to Nick Sorrentino, has it taken away. Simoneau Dumps it behind. Shot on goal. They go upstairs, and it's a 4th goal for Indiana. 3 in the second period. That makes it 4-1.
An unfortunate bounce for Cole Walter. He's not happy about that one. A blocked shot from Bradley. A rebound goes right back to the
11
Indiana
from 27.
stick. And that was Ethan DiLorenzo. Goes right back to his stick and roofs one bar down on Cole Walter. Nothing Walter can do there.
Face off at center. Braves lose the draw. Down by 3 goals. Brandon, if they want to come back and win this game, something's got to give here pretty quick.
The momentum has to change quickly. Get pucks toward the net. Good things happen when you throw pucks toward the net.
In case you're just joining us, the period started very promising for the Braves with their first goal of the afternoon. But then Indiana used a number of power plays to roar out to a 4-1 lead. 2 goals tonight by Andrew Chambers, and another goal by DiLorenzo, the most recent one, and Patrick Brandenburg also with a tally in the scoring column.
Yeah, 2 power play goals for Indiana tonight, so the special teams continues to be proving strong.
O'Flaherty tries to toss it out front. Cesarski behind the goal. Cesarski at the doorstep, and he scores! All Hoosiers today in Peoria.
Nathan Cesarski, we were talking about him earlier. On the power play, he was getting some opportunities on one-timers. An
20 from 11 and 8.
An intimidating slap shot, and right there gets it right in the slot. Nothing Walter can do. Point-blank opportunity and snipes it home.
Cesarski standing at 6'5", 198. We were talking about that earlier. Intimidating figure, and Cole Walter just could not turn that one away.
Timeout, Bradley.
Bradley's going to burn a timeout. Probably a good call here by head coach Matt Hamilton.
Yeah, just give your players a breather, especially Cole Walter, who's had a couple unfortunate breaks. Not all these goals his fault, just kind of nothing he can do on some of them, but, you know, kind of make himself look big.
Walter, the former Peoria Mustang, he's familiar with this surface here at the Owens Center. It's been unfriendly for him today. Kneeling in net right now as Bradley talks things over.
Last season, Cole Walter had a very impressive run with Peoria Mustangs, 19-8-0 with a 1.76 GAA. That is definitely some numbers you want to see. Also a 931 save percentage, so the GAA and the save percentage among the best in the NA3HL.
So many players playing high-level junior hockey. Bradley picking up a few former Peoria Mustangs, but playing without one today. Wes Straker out. Tommy Davis, not a former Mustang, at least to my knowledge, but Tommy Davis also a key offensive piece for the Braves, a scratch today.
And it's his speed that really elevates his game. He is one fast skater and can get to those loose pucks really quickly.
Spence loses the draw. DiLorenzo tosses one on net, sent away by Walter. Bryant down in the corner.
Assisted by number 11, Ethan DiLorenzo, and number 8, Jack O'Flaherty at 4.
Spence weaving in and out of traffic, out across center ice, trying to make something happen at the left circle. Backhand try, deflected away by Sammy Billis. They've not called his name much. He's not had to try very many save opportunities. Bradley with a chance here at the doorstep, tipped away. Crandall with a drive, sails wide right. Jack Flood, now some pushing and shoving behind the net. Crandall couldn't get good stick on it. Spence to his brother Spence. Looks like Bradley was getting ready to pull their goalie, extra attacker. Now things are getting chippy alongside the boards. It looked like Tommy McDonald pulled the face mask of Andrew Spence. McDonald already headed to the box. He figured he was going to get his money's worth there, Brandon.
Yeah, that's why Cole Walter was going to the bench to get that extra attacker out there. And yeah, you know what? Tommy McDonald, he doesn't want to draw any extra penalties, though, and give Bradley a double, or a 4-minute power play, rather, and give them the momentum. We were talking about Nathan Cesarski's goal. That was assisted by O'Flaherty and DiLorenzo. both freshmen, just like we said. The freshmen making an impact here for Indiana.
Brandon, looks like Bradley's going to get a 5-on-3 here.
It does, and this could be
19 has a
crucial.
2-minute interference, 10 has a 2-minute misconduct.
Wow, so the tides can turn here. Bradley's power play, like we said in the pregame, is still impressive. So if they have 1 goal tonight, if they can capitalize on the 5-on-3 and 5-on-4, make this 2-goal game.
Bradley good on special teams in terms of scoring, but maybe not on the defense, especially today. Like you said, Brandon, big opportunity for the Braves here if they want to climb back into this game. Trevor Cooney getting ready for the draw for the Braves. He wins it. Etchison sends it around the boards. Back to Cooney. Behind the net, surveys his options. Here's Bryant. Now to the left side, Luke Case. Deflected away, shot turned away again by Billis. Luke Case, little contact there. Nathan Cesarski with it for Indiana, he clears it out. Luke Case down to chase it down. Cooney across center ice. Top of the left circle, dumps it off for Etchison, and Bradley lost it again. Good job by the Hoosiers defense. Bryant jets ahead. Cooney to the bench for the Braves. Bryant dumps it along the boards for Seth Bishop. Back into the game, Bishop to Luke Case. Surveys his options, slings it on net, tapped away by Billis' stick, and it's up into the netting.
Halfway through the power play, not much to show for Bradley. Indiana has done a great job of clearing their own end and killing some clock off. You see Nathan Cesarski out there. Like we said, 6'5", big body, someone you want out there on the penalty kill. Looks like they're going to switch the lines up on the penalty kill here for Indiana.
2:49 remain in period number 2. 5-1 Hoosiers. About a minute left on the penalty kill for them. Shack works it out, off to the right side to Kohut. Downstairs, shot try wide off the stick of Bishop. Shack again. The left corner for Pierce. Pierce, good patience. Kohut cycles it down. Bishop, back to Kohut with a drive. Right into the breadbasket of Sammy Billis.
I think Sammy Billis had a good sight line on that. Nobody in front of the net was able to see that shot from the point, although I will say Corey Kohut did move in a little bit toward the slot. The Indiana penalty kill allowed him a little bit into the high slot and get a little bit more of an angle on Sammy Billis.
Braves have put 17 shots on goal compared to Indiana's 25. 36 seconds left on the power play for the Braves, 5-on-3. And the Hoosiers are able to get it into the neutral zone. Bradley will reset. One last charge in the tank for them on the 5-on-3. Seth Bishop jets ahead. Here's Pierce. Pierce loses it off his stick. Good play by Shack to keep it in the attack zone. Squirts out near center ice though. 10 seconds left on the power play. Bradley's probably not going to get another shot at it. What a penalty kill by Indiana.
5-on-3s are always the hardest penalties to kill, yet Indiana found a way on their special teams to kill this one off.
They're not only getting it done with the scoring, but also special teams on the defensive side of things. Case, his pass is picked away. Offenbach sends it to the other side of the boards. Case with it for the Braves. Now here's Michelli. Michelli sends it wide right. Andrew Chambers has it poked away. Case sends it around the boards. Griffin Timmons meets it. Sends it to the other side to Andrew Chambers. Chambers still with it. 1 minute left in period number 2. It's been all Indiana here. Shot trying to get tossed on net by Drew Michelli. Cycled around. Indiana's attack very, very patient. That's been a theme all day long. Brandenburg back up to the point. Here's a one-timer. Good save by Walter. And it's sent out by the Braves. Brandenburg back to retrieve it. Chambers. Jarami dancing around, shot deflected, still loose, and Walter covers it up.
The shots on goal difference going into the end of the second period, just about 23 seconds ago, 27-20, so definitely more opportunities. Not even this period, but we saw in the first period where it all started. All those offensive opportunities for Indiana have proved this difference in the shots on goal.
Bradley nearly evened up that tally at the start of this second period, but that tide has certainly turned. Indiana wins the draw. Bradley trying to clear it out of the zone, and they will do so. No icing. Indiana trying to set up one more attack here in period number 2 before our second intermission. Big hit against the boards. Sorrentino got that hit. David Tuttle clears it out, and that's it for period number 2. The Braves are pretty happy to see the time expire on that one, Brandon.
Yeah, not the best period from the Braves, although they did start out great, getting the equalizer early in that second period, but then allowing a few goals late, and Indiana has full momentum going into the third period.
They most certainly do. How about 4 goals in 1 period? Not too shabby, and everybody's really contributing. That was a theme for them yesterday, too.
It was, and like we mentioned in the broadcast, the freshmen are stepping up on these plays and getting the assists and goals and secondary assists and really stepping up and proving that they deserve to be on this team for Indiana.
What do you say we send it down between the glass to Allison Novak?
Hi, rough period for the Braves. They capitalized on a lot of turnovers in their own area, and the Indiana Hoosiers definitely came on top in that period. If the Bradley Braves are going to want any chance to get back in this game, they need to connect their passes easier and get out of their own defensive zone. So yes, back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allison. And I definitely think the passing definitely caused the Braves some trouble, but also really the penalties were a problem, not only for the Braves, but for both sides. But it all came down to execution, because Indiana executed on their power plays while the Braves certainly did not.
Yeah, the major penalty to Zach Pearson and the minor afterwards, so I believe it was Etchison, really turned that momentum for Indiana. And Indiana killing off that 5-on-3 really just solidified how strong their special teams are.
Indiana tallies 4 goals in period number 2. Bradley down by 4 entering our final period. Stay with us for the third period coming up after this. It is 5-1 Indiana Hoosiers over the Bradley Braves, headed to period number 3 on Saturday afternoon hockey. From Peoria, it's Larry Larson and Brandon Luisi in with you. And Brandon, period number 2, a dejecting one from the Bradley Braves. They really didn't know what hit them.
Felt like the life got sucked out of them. Luckily, they were able to equalize the score early in the period.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, right? But then 4 unanswered from the Indiana Hoosiers. It felt like one after another, after another, after another, almost like a chain of events.
It definitely was, and it all really started, we were talking off air, it started with the 5-minute major penalty.
Yeah, that 5-minute major. Indiana scoring 15 seconds in. Luckily, Bradley able to kill off the last 4:45. I thought that would turn the momentum in Bradley's favor, getting excited that, hey, we just killed off a 5-minute penalty. They're only allowed 1 goal in a 5-minute penalty. However, Indiana kept the pressure on and scored 3 more by the end of the period.
Tough game for goalie Cole Walter, who had a nice game last night. Indiana took the first game of this 2-game set last night, 3-2. Looks like Seth Bishop will do the tie-up for Bradley, won by Indiana, and we're underway in period number 3. Timmons pokes it away, goes all the way down past net. Case able to get it. Bradley trying to get a handle on the puck. Bryant tries to retrieve it from the corner, sends it up the boards for Lucchese. Lots of slipping and sliding. Indiana trying to orchestrate an attack. It's sent up into the netting, and we'll get a whistle.
If you're Bradley, in my opinion, you have to kind of divide this period into increments, 5-minute increments rather. If you score a goal in each of the 5 minutes, you're back in the game. That way, it doesn't seem like such a big deficit. Break it down in those small increments, it's manageable.
It's 1 goal at a time, 1 minute at a time. Can't score 4 goals at once. I don't know much about hockey, but I know that much. Puck poked out into the neutral zone. Josh Crandall sends it up ice. Cooney tries to get a shot on. It's blocked. Indiana with the puck. Big bad Nathan Cesarski. Puck nearly got on net on Sammy Billis. Indiana trying to get something going here. Jack Kissel jets ahead. It's played off the boards by Indiana. Goodfellow tried to get a shot. No chance. Here comes Cooney. It's a one-on-one opportunity. Backhand sails wide. Etchison slings it on net. Off the post. Cooney battles for it in the corner. Sent along the boards. Kohut trying to win the tie-up in the corner, and he does. Kohut, the wraparound. It's turned away. Puck poked away and cleared out of the zone after a few Bradley tries. That'll go for an icing, but an encouraging start to the period for the Braves.
I was just about to say, a promising start, getting some pucks toward the net and getting some opportunities and setting up plays in the offensive zone.
Ryan Spence will try to win the face-off for Bradley and keep the momentum going. So one thing we've just discovered, Corey Kohut looks to be a little shaken up. He's away from the Braves bench, off the ice right now. Something to watch. Kohut has the Braves' lone goal. Now he's returned to the bench, but we'll keep an eye on it. We get another whistle as that puck bounced out of play briefly.
Hockey players are the toughest breed. It takes a lot to take them out of the game.
Especially a guy like Corey Kohut. Braves' lone goal came last period. Probably the lone highlight of the period for the Braves, in which Indiana scored 4 times. What a play there near center ice to keep it in the offensive zone for Indiana. The shot sails wide off DiLorenzo's stick. Kept in the offensive zone. O'Flaherty. His shot, no good. Into the corner, played by Shack. poked around, stays out of the netting. So we play on. Brandenburg holds it behind the net. Sends it ahead to Kyle Brennan. Brennan out in front to O'Flaherty, dancing through traffic. As the puck tipped away, Braves get it back, and it's shot down the ice by Shaq. And it'll be an icing. Line changes for the Hoosiers here. 17-16 remain in the game here in Peoria. Second game of a 2-game set between the Braves and Hoosiers. Third game in 3 days for Bradley.
Yeah, the fatigue definitely got to be setting in, playing in their 9th period in 3 days. And Bradley, that was a crucial faceoff that they needed to win to clear their zone. It looks like they got some tired guys out there.
Bradley in search of an opportunity to change lines. They have not gotten it yet. Krumzik behind net, sends it up to the point. The drive deflected off the stick of Cesarski into the corner. A battle for it between Lucchese and Krumzik. Another drive, pad save by Cole Walter. Offenbach got that shot in there, and now the Braves are able to clear it out of the zone. They'll get some fresh legs on. Seth Bishop weaving his way through traffic before it's kicked back into the zone. Another clear by Tommy Shack. Pierce on now for the Braves, got his stick on that pass. Bryant flies into the corner, tries to toss one out in front, and the Braves score! Trevor Cooney.
Well, Trevor Cooney, like we said, breaking it up into 5-minute increments, scoring in that first increment right there, getting the Lehigh Valley Phantoms old goal horn there from the Vuvuzelas.
The officials are discussing this one. They have signaled no goal at the present moment. We'll see if that changes, but no goal quite yet, I suppose.
I believe it was because of Zach Pierce's stick deflecting the pass and it hitting the ceiling. It was not called originally, and it's a good goal for the Braves.
A little bit of confusion, but works out after all. That lead trimmed to 5-2 for Indiana. Comeback's got to start somewhere.
No, I just want to explain.
Unfortunately, we did not catch the explanation from the official, but apparently he just wanted to explain.
Wes McCauley-like there.
Indiana looking for a quick response. Jarami plays it around the boards. Braves get it back, pushing and shoving in the neutral zone. Etchison involved, and here comes Bryant. Open ice in front of him. Backhand try, scores! Braves within 2.
Here's the momentum shift, Larry. We're seeing it happen firsthand. 2 goals in a minute for the Bradley Braves, and this one, Sam Bryant with a nasty backhander blocker side.
Got to keep an eye on that. A little extracurricular activity. The Braves were headed towards their bench to celebrate
55 has a run.
as Jack Kissel got ran into by
24
a Brave.
with the goal. White 55 minor penalty for roughing.
And they're going to call Andrew Schmidt on a penalty for roughing, even though Jack Kissel was getting in the way of the Braves skating back to their bench. Bradley's not happy.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. It was, like you said, the Indiana Hoosier player that was getting in the way of Schmidt. And now Coach Hamilton is being tossed from the game.
Well, it's been a frustrating one for the Braves, needless to say, and even though they score a goal there, immediately Indiana goes on the power play. Looks like Kohut's getting talking to by one of the officials, and he's definitely opining his case, trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And frankly, so are we.
And we're still unsure about the ejection here from Coach Hamilton as he stays on the bench. Only seeing one penalty on the board, and that's to Andrew Schmidt, a 2-minute roughing penalty.
So at least for the present moment, no ejection. Indiana on the power play.
Number 82, Trevor Cooney, assistant
Griffin Timmons. Now a drive by Cesarski. Misses left. Back up top to the point to Cesarski. Tries to toss one on net. Deflected away. Drew Michelli. Puck loose. Michelli can't put it away. What a stop by Walter. At the doorstep again, and Walter with a glove save. What a stand by the Braves goalie.
An open net. Twice for the Hoosiers out in front. Had Walter scrambling. And I heard the posting twice there for the Hoosiers. Could not put it home, and then Walter comes up with a massive glove save.
Bradley trying to sneak back into this one would be one of the comebacks of the century.
Getting the official word here from our producer, Matt Harrington. No ejection, just the minor penalty on Andrew Schmidt.
Well, it was pretty confusing. Looked like there was a lot of discussion with the Braves bench. The official did tell everybody on the bench to sit down and be quiet as those deliberations were ongoing a few moments ago. Minute left on the penalty kill for Bradley. Right wing McDonald slings it to the left wing. Looking for Offenbach. Puck loose, Brandenburg trying to chase it down. Seth Bishop gets it out of the zone. Bishop applying the pressure. As Brandenburg finds Tommy McDonald. McDonald into the neutral zone, past the blue line, dumps it off to the teammate Kenyon. Kenyon gets tied up. Left wing Kissel out towards the slot to Offenbach, and he is taken out. Bishop clears it. Bradley doing a fantastic job on this penalty kill, trying to keep this game within 2.
Probably their strongest so far, Larry.
Those 2 goals have definitely energized the Braves. Josh Crandall tied up in the corner. The official right there in the middle of it. Indiana with 5 seconds left on the power play. Braves are going to get their extra man back. Drive deflected, sent away, and the Braves kill it off. Indiana still trying to put together an attack here. Pass across. Couldn't find a stick. Cesarski tosses one down out in front. Deflected off Walter. Tie up behind the boards. Spence trying to toss it out of there. He gains control of the puck. Plays it off the boards. Good handling here by Spence. Spence wanted to go coast to coast there, you could tell. Indiana with possession now. DiLorenzo shot wide. Puck played out of the corner. O'Flaherty passes off to the right to Cesarski, back into the offensive zone, and that will be an icing.
Bradley's 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, I think, are a vital turning point in this game. Now only being down 2 and having a little bit more time than if you broke it down to 5-minute increments. 13 minutes to go. They're not out of this. They can totally come back and heck, even win the game in regulation.
It's not over until that final horn sounds. Face-off won by the Hoosiers. DiLorenzo into the attack zone at the left circle. Dumps off backwards, and he is blown up alongside the boards. Big hit for the Braves. Bodies hitting the ice like dominoes left and right. Bradley trying to get something going. They toss it out in front, and a score! Another goal off the stick of Trevor Cooney, and the Braves are within 1 in period number 3.
A great find out in front for Trevor Cooney. Getting the loose puck ahead of the 2 Hoosiers.
82 from 97 and 19.
Slot. Zach Pierce getting the assist on that one, and I believe also Cam Etchison. But a great find from Cooney, sniping the blocker side point blank.
How about these Braves? Within 1 after allowing 4 goals in period number 2. 12:41 to go. Bradley has plenty of time to tie it. They win the draw at center ice. Bryant shoots it ahead and is covered up by Sammy Billis.
And if you're Indiana here, and especially Billis, you got to think to yourself, it's really important to slow the pace down and calm those nerves. Allowing 3 goals in this period is kind of like a reversal of what Indiana had last period.
Bishop loses the tie-up. Cesarski alongside the boards. Tosses it ahead. Good play by Bryant to get the puck back, and the shot is deflected up and out of play.
Also, Bradley doing a nice job of maintaining offensive possession and spending all their time in the offensive zone, getting those pucks toward the net and resulting in those 3 goals.
Cesarski retrieves the puck after the draw win for the Hoosiers. He sends it ahead, looking for Drew Michelli. Kohut gets there first for the Braves. Plays it off the boards, looking for Tuttle. Timmons jets ahead, plays it around the boards. It's met by Kohut. Kohut playing it out of the corner. Tuttle, now a shot on net, loose out in front. Cole Walter standing strong again. And it's poked out of the zone by the Braves. Nick Sorrentino trying to chase it down. He gets there, tosses it out in front. Big hit at the left circle by Ryan Spence. But here come the Hoosiers on the other end of the ice. Poked away by Josh Crandall. Good defense by the Braves. Drew Michelli right there to get it. It's out of the corner. Shot slides across the crease. Sorrentino trying to play it out of the neutral zone. He can't. The contact continuing between the two sides, especially in the neutral zone. That one's played right to Walter, and he'll cover it up.
Seems like the physicality for Indiana has died down a bit, but not for the Braves. Some massive open ice hits and hits along the boards. I think that could be a big reason as to why Bradley has gotten back into this game.
The Braves came out with a whole lot of energy after the second intermission. Tie up, and this will be a penalty. Bradley's going to go on the power play with a chance to tie this game after being 4 goals down.
I didn't see a hand go up right away from the officials. We went palms up here in the broadcast booth, but thankfully penalty was called.
There you get a look at the replay. Zach Pierce getting tied up, drawing the penalty, and here we go. A seemingly improbable comeback for the Bradley Braves. Opportunity to tie this game. Bradley wins the draw. Spence plays it up top. Here's Bryant at the point. Back over to the left to Luke Case at the doorstep. Glove saved by Sammy Billis.
A great job from Bradley getting those pucks toward the net. Generating shots on the power play is vital, and getting those pucks on net, getting those guys out in front as well.
Draw won by the Braves. Here's Bryant with a drive back into the breadbasket of Billis.
Billis still proving strong, even though he's let up these 3 goals. He's still proving, hey, I'm in this. I'm not giving up. I'm not letting any easy shots go in.
Both goalies have had their ups and downs this game. A try blocked off the face-off, off the stick of Etchison. Tie up in the corner. Ryan Spence comes out with it. Surveying his options, played it off the official, and that costs the Braves. Indiana able to clear it out. Bounces off the glove of Luke Case. Minute 26 left on the power play for Bradley, 10:24 left in period number 3. Bradley has scored 3 goals here in the 3rd period. Sent around the boards. Zach Pierce trying to find it. He survives a hit. DiLorenzo into the offensive zone. Plays a shot off the pads of Cole Walter. Now a minute left on the power play for the Braves. Shack sends it ahead. Couldn't find the stick of Pierce. And as Bradley's bench tries to opine its case, it'll still go for an icing against Bradley.
Yeah, that could prove to be a costly icing. If Indiana does end up winning this faceoff, they can just circle it back into their own zone and send it all the way back down, resulting in probably about 15 to 20 seconds being killed off in this power play.
The penalty kill for Indiana has been pretty darn good today. They win the draw, played around the boards. Bradley retrieves it. Tommy Shack will set up the attack here. Shack played to the left side to Bishop. Bishop to the top of the left circle. Slide around the net. Kohut. Shot deflected away. Spence there to try and get it. Pierce, backhanded pass to Kohut alongside the boards. But puck floats behind the net. Pierce tied up again. Shack uses his body, shot on goal, pad save. And it's cleared out again with 10 seconds left on the power play. Looks like the Hoosiers are gonna kill this one off and still maintain the lead. No icing there. Nathan Cesarski back to get it. Hoosiers at full strength. Good stop by Lucas. Here's a drive, misses well high.
That was a crucial kill there for the Hoosiers. Momentum was heavily in Bradley's favor, and they slowed the game down and were able to kill that penalty off. Let's see if Bradley can score the equalizer in the last 8:49 of this game.
Spence can't win the tie-up for the Braves. He gets the puck back. Puck loose in front of the doorstep. Who's got it? And it's covered up. Sammy Billis standing on his head. All sorts of whistles, a lot of bodies out in front there, but what a job by the sophomore goalie for Indiana.
Officials are convening here to see if that puck crossed the line. Looks like Patrick Brandenburg helped his goalie out there by locating the puck and putting under his glove.
Bradley looks like they know they did not score there, and that is indeed the case. Puck did not cross the line, so we'll get another offensive zone face-off for the Braves. Ryan Spence wins the tie-up. Lucas sends it down into the corner for Tuttle, plays it alongside the boards, looking for Spence. Into the corner. Cesarski with it for Indiana, trying to clear it out of the zone. They can't. Tuttle has it poked away before he has a chance. Tuttle again, top of the right circle, a try, saved by Billis.
Like you said, Larry, Billis is standing tall late in this game. Still 8:24 left, so not a huge rush to score, but if you're Bradley, you would like to get this goal early and out of the way. That way you can focus on winning the game in regulation.
Line change for the Braves. Cooney can't win the tie-up. Cesarski alongside the boards, plays it ahead. And here come the Hoosiers for the first time in a while. Tommy McDonald loses the puck, trying to win a foot race for it with Bryant. He eventually comes back out with the puck. McDonald into the slot, glove save, bounces off Walter, puck still loose, and he lunges to cover it up. What a play by Walter.
That's just awareness right there, noticing that the puck is out in front, no one knows where it is, making that lunging glove stop.
Full extension by the Braves goalie. Little extracurricular activity there after the whistle, but both sides know that a power play could be costly, so the game has gotten a little more in control here in period number 3.
And it looks
perhaps
like, yeah.
I spoke too soon. Or the faceoff's just moving into the neutral zone as some guys are still poking and prodding at each other. I'm a little confused as to why this faceoff was moved, but no less, we play on. McDonald loses the puck. Jack Kissel. Kissel doesn't know where the puck is. He just let it go. Bryant charges into the neutral zone for the Braves. Big hit in front of the bench. Puck deflected away by Billis. Flood gets to it first for Bradley. Andrew Spence tried to play it there. But here come the Hoosiers. McDonald into the slot. Backhand try. Not on net. Jack Kissel battling for the puck. He gets it back. The try deflected out in front of net. Great defense. What a play by Zach Shack. Not Zach Shack. That would be Tommy Shack. Shot deflected again. Bodies everywhere. Bradley's defense doing a phenomenal job. Flood dumps it away, and the Braves will get a change in.
What a name Zach Shack would be, though, right?
Oh, it would be a broadcaster's dream. Frankly, a lot better to say than Tommy Shack. Apologies to Tommy there. 7 minutes to go. Bradley's going to get an offensive face-off. They've tallied 3 goals here in period number 3 after being down 5-1 at the start.
My best guess as to why that draw was moved out was they didn't want to dish out a penalty to Indiana for extracurriculars, but they moved it out of zone as a result.
Cesarski in the corner, battling with a few Braves for the puck. Bradley at the doorstep, loose puck. Flood trying to reach it, and he can't get to it. That would be Cooney. Jack backhands it away. Case plays it ahead. Here's Kuhn, backhand, shot. What a glove save by Sammy Billis.
Talk about highlight reel save there as we get the replay of that save. That's the best save of the night in my opinion from Sammy Billis. A glove save and a beauty.
Boy, did Indiana need that one. Clinging to a 1-goal lead after leading 5-1 at the second intermission. New line on for the Braves, led by Seth Bishop. He wins the draw. Bryant played around the boards. Bishop tries to get to it. It's poked up in the air. Nathan Cesarski there for the Hoosiers and is poked out of the Brave zone. Bryant down to retrieve it as Bradley will reset. Crandall back there with him. Big hit levied. Jack Kissel put him on the ground, and now the puck squirts back into Indiana's zone. Brandenburg out to get it, sends it ahead to Offenbach, hit in front of the Hoosiers bench, as you can hear on the ice mic. Tuttle pokes it away. Indiana still with the puck. Tuttle could have had an opportunity for a breakaway, could not get it. Offenbach dances around the neutral zone, passes ahead. Jack Kissel has it taken away. What a play there by Kohut, who looked like he lost his stick. Now charges ahead, has it behind the net. Braves trying to orchestrate attack. Spence right there. Did he score? Yes, he did. Ryan Spence with the equalizer, and against all odds, the Braves tie it up.
What an incredible comeback from the Braves. Corey Kohut with a beautiful find out in front to Ryan Spence, and he buries the biscuit in the basket.
We got a brand new hockey game with 5:25 to go in period
54.
number 3.
You're going to have to figure out the assists. I lost track of them.
The goal was so good, we don't know who assisted, but of course it was Corey Kohut with a beautiful find to Ryan Spence. We'll give him credit, even if the officials won't. Bradley with more than enough time to try and come back and win this in regulation. After they allow 4 goals in period number 2, they score 4 in period number 3. Indiana looking for any sort of momentum. Shot way upstairs off the stick of Cesarski. Bradley gets it back, played into the neutral zone. Indiana trying to set up an attack here. Chambers looking for some room. He's got none. Pierce plays it out of the zone, back into the zone now. Cooney plays it ahead. He's looking for Etchison. Chambers plays it ahead. Both sides will get a line change in.
Scoring for the Braves, number 54, Ryan Spence, assisted by number 6,
Corey Kohut plays it off the boards. Indiana regains the puck. Brandenburg off the boards. Crandall with it for the Braves. Simonow gives it away. Sorrentino to the right circle. He's no longer with the puck. Patrick Brandenburg dancing around. Here come the Hoosiers. Brandenburg to the attack zone, trying to go coast to coast. Wrap around, tossed it out front, couldn't find a teammate. DiLorenzo shoots it back out in front. 3:45 to play, period number 3. Bradley with a chance here. Bishop couldn't keep it on his stick. Here comes his counterpart, DiLorenzo. Rebound off the back of the boards, almost got to Walter. A wrestling match behind the net. And Shaq tries to play it off the boards. DiLorenzo gets it back, tosses it out front, deflected off Walter. Simoneau to the point to Cesarski. He tosses one on net. Saved by Walter. Simoneau again, Cesarski blocked. Another try, another deflection. It's up in the air and away from the goalie, Walter. A tie up near the right circle. No call from the official as DiLorenzo holds the puck. Down behind the net, DiLorenzo tries a shot, deflected. Played off the boards. Still in Indiana possession. Bradley needs to clear it badly. Cesarski holds on it. Shot, out of play.
And badly did Bradley need that save from Cole Walter to go out of play. Very tired players out there from the Braves, and now they get a fresh line out there. And the past couple minutes have been all Indiana, so are we seeing the tides turn?
Boy, have the tides turned in this one, Brandon Luisi. A game for the ages. Bradley trying to even this 2-game series. Indiana took it 3-2 last night in a thriller. Bradley scored 4 goals here in period 3 to tie it up at 5. Bradley finally able to clear it from their offensive zone. Spence with it, trying to look for Flood. Spence, the wraparound opportunity, doesn't try it. Bryant on the point, left wing, the drive, slides through the crease. Luke Case was pretty close to the go-ahead goal there. Flood chases it down in the corner. Hit from behind by McDonald. Shot deflected before Spence could really get anything on it. McDonald passes ahead to Kenyon. Shot off of Walter behind the net. Still on Kenyon's stick. Searching for Jack Kissel. Kenyon back to Kissel. The bottom of the circle. Kenyon plays it out front. Had no teammates there. Goodfellow down into the corner for Tommy McDonald. McDonald plays it out of the corner. Kenyon behind net. Shot try from point blank range, sails well wide. Brandon Burke to his right to Kenyon, and it's deflected out of the zone. Bradley's defense standing tall. Minute 14 to go in period number 3. Tommy McDonald trying to make something happen. He can't. Josh Crandall there to meet him in the corner. Puck is trying to be cleared. Glove catch by Michelli. Here come the Braves. Etchison trying to make something happen with Pierce there. Kohut tosses one on goal. Sent away by Billis. Into the left corner. Into the left side now. And Crandall tosses one down. That'll go for an icing with 38 seconds to go in regulation.
The most important face-off of the game comes right now in the Bradley defensive zone with 38.8 seconds to go. Whoever generates possession off this face-off is going to have the opportunity to get this goal to untie the game.
Biggest face-off of the game right here. Trevor Cooney in for the tie-up for the Braves. Offenbach for the Hoosiers, and the Hoosiers win it. Shot tossed wide. Pierce plays it for the Braves, tries to backhand it off the boards, and it's poked out of play. 30 seconds left.
Right idea there from Pierce to bank it off the boards. You had another Bradley player coming along the boards looking to start that rush. A 2-on-1 it would have been for Bradley if that pass connected. Good play by Cesarski.
The officials are going to get together here. And it will be an offensive zone face-off for Indiana. Another big face-off coming up. Cooney wins the tie-up for the Braves. Crandall gets to it first. And here comes Bradley. Played off the stick of Etchison. Down into the corner. Bradley trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Can they do so? Here's Etchison at the doorstep. Cooney with the drive. What a save. 10 seconds to go. Braves are going to have one last chance. Kohut, loose puck, right in front of the doorstep, still loose, and it's in, and it's in! What a comeback! A 5-goal swing for the Bradley Braves! Do you believe it? Bradley Bradley has the lead with 3 seconds to go.
Larry, do you believe in miracles? 3 seconds to go. Bradley has completed the comeback and taken the 6-5 lead.
Cam Etchison comes through, and Indiana burns a timeout.
What just happened?
Holy mackerel, 5 goals in period number 3 for the Bradley Braves.
That last goal, we're still waiting.
Etchison with
Yeah,
the
Etchison,
goal.
I believe, was in the goal, yeah.
As the Braves bench tries to fire up the Saturday crowd that is in attendance. Big crowd here last night, and boy, they would be going crazy if they were here for this one. Still a fair amount of Bradley faithful, as Bradley is 3 seconds away from win number 2 on the season, scoring 5 goals in period number 3.
Indiana's goalie is on the bench with 3.3 to go. However, only 5 attackers out for the Hoosiers.
Offenbach wins the draw. The clock expires. One of the greatest victories you will ever see for the Bradley Braves. 5 goals in the 3rd period to beat the Indiana Hoosiers.
And rightfully so, they're mobbing Cole Walter. He kept them in this game by making some amazing timely saves. And Bradley sneaks away with this victory.
2 one-goal games between Bradley and Indiana. What a 2-game series to really start the home schedule for Bradley. And Brandon, if this is any indication, there's going to be a lot of good hockey at the Owen Center this year.
Well, here's the thing. If you're Bradley, this is a huge momentum boost for you. Coming back from 4 goals down to win the game. They're going to carry this momentum into next week's games and the weeks coming up as well. Maybe we're going to see a nice little win streak coming from the Bradley Braves here.
Well, if that won't start it, I don't know what will. Cam Etchison pokes in the game-winning goal with 3 seconds remaining to lead a 5-goal comeback for Bradley after they trailed 5-1 after 2 periods. My goodness, a well-deserved hand for these Bradley Braves from their home fans.
Yep, and the vuvuzela going off yet again. We heard that a lot in that 3rd period. What a game from the Bradley Braves. That was Luke Case wiping out along the boards as he jumps into them.
Oh my. Well, let me tell you, Brandon Luisi, I've made it pretty apparent I don't watch a ton of hockey, but I might have to now.
Yeah, that was one of the most exciting games I have ever seen. I mean, 5 third-period goals. What a game.
A comeback of all comebacks for the Bradley Braves. And we will wrap it up here. And
they're going to get it.
Brandon, I don't know what else there is to say about this matchup. We've said it over and over. Bradley scores 5 goals in the 3rd period to win it. That's pretty much all there is to say, but let me get your final thoughts.
Yeah, Bradley with a miraculous comeback, never giving up during this game, no matter how far they were down, no matter how much they were against the wall, how much momentum Indiana had, and they mount that comeback. 5 goals in that 3rd period.
Let's send it down between the glass. Allison Novak is with the hero, Cam Etchison. He had the game-winning goal.
Got kind of nervous for a little bit, but we were lucky enough to keep our heads straight, come back in the 3rd period, bury some good ones, and take the lead.
What was the message in the locker room after the 2nd game?
The message was just to play our game. We know how to play our game. We were allowed to let external factors come in. Wasn't good. Getting down on ourselves. We just had to play our own game, come back in 3rd period. Worked out.
Awesome. Good game.
Thank you.
Well, I would certainly say it worked out.
Yeah, playing the game. I mean, if that's a message, well, it fired them up. So good on the Bradley Braves to come back in this game. Like we said, the improbable comeback from 5-1 down. They might call the 5-1 lead now the dangerous lead in hockey.
Perhaps it could be, and you know what they say, the old adage in all sports, there's nothing more dangerous than a team with nothing to lose. Bradley had nothing to lose in period number 3, and they sure did not lose, and they scored 5 goals, capped off by Cam Etchison at the doorstep, tipping in the puck with 3 seconds to go as Bradley comes back to defeat the Indiana Hoosiers. So that about does it from the Owens Center today. So for our entire crew, Allison, Novak in between the glass, Matt Harrington at the controls, my partner Brandon Luisi, this is Larry Larson saying so long and happy Saturday from Peoria. Bradley with a miraculous comeback win.